Advising Guides with a Faculty Focus. I'm Kirsten Miller, and I'm here to introduce you to our new resource for students. Advising Guides were born out of student success initiatives and research. The student success factors and guided pathways over the last few years have really identified directed, focused, connected students, helping them choose and enter their pathway and stay on their path are really important pieces of student success and completion. We've done a few things as part of these initiatives. The first one is to identify areas of interest, grouping similar majors together. Maybe students don't know quite what they want to do or what Columbia has to offer. We've helped group these into areas of interest and put them on the website as such in programs of study. So if I know I want to do something with children and teaching, I can click in this area and see what programs Columbia has to offer. If I want to dive even a little more in, I can check out child development specifically and look at exactly what that major offers core curriculum-wise, what career ladders look like, whether at the certificate level or bachelor's and beyond level, and what I can do to get more information about this major. We also have developed these wonderfully beautiful program cards for each of our degrees or programs of study, and we can use these as marketing material. They mimic the website, and so we've worked hard at having consistency across all of our platforms. And then when a student actually registers, they have to identify a program of study. So we've allowed these, we've kept this same pattern of interest areas and then the majors within that area to help students be very clear about what they are looking for. And if they're not quite clear, they can also click the I like this area but not sure which major. So it still allows us to get connected to the right people and on the right pathway as soon as possible. Advising guides are designed to show a student the completion plan and the major requirements all in one spot. When we lost our catalog, our printed catalog, we've really seen a deficit of knowledge base in terms of what it takes to get one of our degrees or certificates. So we've created this is a 2.0 version. We used to have a 2-page front and back. We've put that front page on the websites and those program cards. So this is really the back page with the program requirements and the how you get it done in 2 years part. So it lists everything for the major, including general education if it's required. It includes a 2-year or less path to completion, and then also any stackable awards that a student may be able to earn along the way. Initial student feedback on this has been fantastic. It's very clear, very easy to see, and very easy to understand. So we think that's great. Where can you find these guides? Currently, they are linked in our new catalog with this groovy advising guide button. So it links directly to the print preview of the guide. So it's right there in the catalog. We're also going to be linking them on each of these program of study pages. So these will be accessible to any person at any time. And so they can print them, bring them into their counseling appointment for their ed plan, or we can even look at them, in the midst of our ed plan appointment and make sure we're lining it up. How do you envision possibly using these guides? Counselors put our heads together and came up with some behind the scenes ideas as well as directly with students. And I'm sure you will come up with more. But in addition to linking them everywhere and making them available, it's going to help us meet accreditation standards. We're going to line up educational plans to these degree maps, basically, right? Using these as a pseudo catalog, a printed version of keeping track of curriculum changes and whatnot. And then also, we've been able to identify some issues with course availability. Just truth in offering, right? You can get this degree in 2 years, but yet we don't have this course you need on the 2-year plan. And so we've been able to identify some holes there. With students directly, that stackable award is pretty powerful visual. They say, oh, I can get this before I'm done with my whole 2 years. Yes. Also, the course requirements area lists all the elective or all the options to meet the major requirements. If a student is looking at Connect Columbia or even Starfish, it only shows what's available in a particular semester. And so this is going to help students widen their perspective on what is possible for completing their major requirements. We also think it's going to create some great unofficial cohorts, because if a student comes in and they're following this advising guide for their major progression courses, they're going to see the same students in each of these classes along the path, and that's going to create some great relationships and connections and engagement with each other. The timeline for this project has been building, and so we have one of these guides for every award, and now we're in the update to the new catalog phase and have the discipline faculty review. Final edits will go in, the links are already out there, and then they will be updated annually with each new catalog release. But this faculty review section is where your expertise is needed. You guys know your curriculum like the back of your hand, so I want your eyes on it to make sure we have it right. So let me break down each section and what to look for. In the requirements area, we need to make sure everything is accurate to the 2022-2023 catalog, that the units are listed correctly, and that any of the notes and recommended courses or additional related awards are accurate. In the semester plan section, I want to see a good course progression for students, how you want students to take your classes, in what order, according to when they're going to be offered. Semester 1 is fall, semester 2 is spring, fall, spring. And we know that students don't always start in fall, but we had to start somewhere, and this is the most consistent way we can show what's being offered each term. So in this semester plan section, make sure all the major requirements are included and include those stackable awards if applicable. Now, counselors do this all day long, and we have worked into the general ed and those kinds of things, and so I really just want your focus on your major requirements. If you catch anything along the way, like spelling errors, or maybe I counted wrong on unit totals or something, please let me know. I want to make sure we're putting out an accurate document, both major course-wise, but also just spelling and overall grammar-wise. The goal here is 100% of these awards get reviewed, that 100% of us use them with students because they're great, and that we have a successful project and ready for accreditation. I am very open to comments, feedback, questions. Please hit me up at this contact information, and I look forward to seeing these used with students. Thank you.